Hey guys, Adam from Oak Strength Performance here. I have my demo girl, Ava, here to take you through some at-home workouts because you might be at home right now. And if you're not, good for you. But if you are, some at-home stuff, so specifically volleyball, a lot of trunk-centric stuff, okay? If you are big hitter, a lot of rotation piece, help that, take the pressure off the low back. If you're setter libero, that trunk piece be helping you be insanely quick, going left to right, front to back, stuff like that. So this helps so many different levels. First movement here, a little dead bug. Okay, this is like the king of all movements here. Okay, Ava's going to lock out her knees, dorsiflex her ankles. Okay, she's going to pull her shoulder blades into the turf. Her head is just nice and relaxed on the floor, create a nice neutral spine. This is dead bug home. She's just going to chill here. Okay, from here, once she knocks this out, 10 seconds, 20 seconds, we're going to go ipsilateral. So we're going to go same side. So we'll go left side down. Knees straight, slowly come back up. We're looking for time under tension here. It's not necessarily reps, you can go other side. It's not necessarily reps or how many you can do or like just take your time, get good time under tension. I'd rather have you do 45 seconds and just do 4 reps than I would have you do 30 seconds with like 10 reps. Okay, more reps is not better. We'll do 1 more just for kicks. Okay, so just really take your time with this. So this is ipsilateral, so this is same side. Contralateral now. So we're going opposite arm, opposite leg. Okay, so it's her left arm or her left leg and her right arm going down at the same time, coming up. Both knees are staying locked out through this entire process and coming back up. Mastered that. Again, same idea. 45 seconds, work up to a minute, whatever it is. This is not easy. Can I say that?
No, it's not easy.
Pause. 4-way dead bug. Okay? So we're going to go everything at the same time. Okay? Arms and legs at the same time. Keeping that low back stuck to the ground, coming all the way up, coming all the way down. If you have low back issues, let's do that again, you just might want to stop here and up. Okay, so it was pretty athletic. She's not the tallest person in the world, so she's able to get down there, pretty easy. The longer this lever is of the leg, makes it harder for people. So that dead bug progression is our favorite anterior core movement. Awesome, guys. Side pillar progression. So now we're hitting a little bit more oblique with this whole trunk action. So Ava's just going to hold a little side pillar. Arm is coming out 45 degrees, hand on the hip or straight up, whatever works for you. Her feet are stacked, toes forward, nice neutral home position. Okay. From here, she gets really good at this. Hold it for 20 seconds, hold it for 30 seconds, hold it for a minute. Okay. And obviously we'll do both sides. We'll do some rotation. So she's going to take that left arm, reach it all the way underneath her, and come all the way up. She'll reach it all the way underneath her, and she'll come all the way up. The farther, you'll do 1 more, the farther she can come, the better, but don't go so far that you fall. That's a bad idea, okay? Here, rest here for a second, because those get tiring. It's a lot on the shoulder, okay, which is fine. It's a lot on the hips, a lot on the trunk, okay? So we got a little rotation piece with this, so now we'll get a little flexion extension. So, same position, okay, and we'll go hand on the hip with this. Okay? And she's going to start in this neutral position. She's going to slowly lower her hip, kiss the ground with her hip, and then come up as high as she can. Hold, slowly come back down to neutral, slowly go to the ground, kiss the ground, up as high as she can, hold, come back to neutral. Okay? So these are just your basic hip drop here. Okay? Come back to neutral and relax. Last one here, okay, our starfishes. These are easily the hardest ones. Okay? So Ava's going to start all the way down. She's going to actually start with her arm on her leg. Okay, so this, yeah, that's up. And she's going to come up and starfish and come back down. Okay, she's going to come up and starfish and come back down. But she's going to be very controlled with this movement. This top foot, this left foot, her toes are going to stay pointed forward. Okay, a lot of people want to turn that foot out. It's not what we're looking for here. Okay, you got 2 more in you? Mm-hmm. Okay, so just be nice and smooth. Again, this is not easy. It's tough on the hip, really tough on the legs, shoulders. Okay, but that whole progression, make sure you do both sides. Okay, treat both sides the same. One arm is probably going to be weaker than the other, and will make things more difficult. Okay, make sure you stay balanced. Awesome, guys. To keep going with the theme of the trunk, one of our favorites, especially low back, is the pillar position. So Ava's going to assume what you know as a plank position. We're just going to put the arms here, very parallel to each other. Okay, it just sets the shoulders a little bit better, and her head is nice and neutral, basically just staring right down at the turf. A lot of people look up. Can you look up for kicks? Yeah, but then it kinks the spine, We don't like that because the neck is part of the spine. We don't want that. So she's just staring really right between your thumbs and just holding that position. She gets really, really good at this. I'm sorry, I should address the low back. Low back, nice and neutral, okay? Her hips aren't up too high. Can you show me too high? Bad. And she's also not sinking and like arching that low back too. Also painful. Ugh. So not just, whatever. Nice neutral position, squeezing the hips, squeezing the tummy really, really strong, okay? She locks this out, 20 seconds, 30 seconds, a minute. Okay, we can start adding a little bit to it, okay? We can do some reaches, okay? So she can reach with her left arm, replace, reach with her right arm, replace. Very slow, very controlled. With the goal, this shouldn't move. We don't want the low back to shift, at all if we can. So just very, very slow and controlled with this whole thing. Nicely done. We'll have you face the camera. Okay. From here, not only can she hold this plank position, pillar position, okay, off her forearms, but she can also just hold it off her hands. Just a normal push-up position. Okay? So once she gets this locked down, she's really, really good at this, we can add some fun. So this is, we call it a plank pull. You can use a ball, you can use a dumbbell, anything. But we'll just kind of put it behind her wrist, and she's going to pull it to the other wrist. Replace, pull it to the other wrist. With the same idea, hips don't move. Okay? We want her stomach to lock up, her glutes to squeeze really, really hard, and we don't want a whole lot of this rotation piece. Okay? You can do a ton of these. Okay? You can do 30 touches, 40 touches, 60 touches, 100 touches. Like these are tough. You can rest nicely done. Getting into the hips. Okay, our isometric holds with the hips. These are fun. So some leg cradle lunges. Okay, so Ava's going to pull up her right leg nice and high. Just getting a nice little stretch in that hip. Step it back down into this nice athletic stance, and then she's going to step that right foot straight up like she's walking on train tracks. She's going to curl that big toe into the ground, and she's going to sink straight on down. Nice 90 degrees there, nice 90 degrees there. She's nice and square. She's not turned in any way, shape, or form. And she's also not like walking a tightrope. Okay, so she has good spacing left to right and also front to back. From here, just hold this 10 seconds, 20 seconds, 30 seconds, a minute. Once she's good, are you still good? Mm-hmm. Fantastic. She's going to press both arms overhead. Okay, grab her thumb, cover her ears, both arms overhead. She's going to do a little flexion extension. So she's going to lean to the right. She's going to lean to the left. She's going to hold. She's going to do that again. Okay, you got one more in you? Sorry. Yeah. And then we'll rest before the last one. Okay, but she's looking to be locked down. Awesome, and rest, thank you. She's looking to be locked down from the hips all the way down, like super, super strong. Like the legs don't move here, but the shoulders are. So we're trying to separate the shoulders from the hips. Okay, which is not always an easy thing to do, but connected through the spine, separating the shoulders from the hips. So then the last one would be a little rotational piece. So same thing, okay. We'll leg cradle, we'll go with the other leg for kicks and giggles. Obviously make sure you're doing this on both legs, but she has good spacing left to right and then also front to back. Okay, so instead of going arms up, she's going to go arms out. So palms to the sky, and she's going to rotate, I don't care which way you want to rotate, and try to touch her back heel. Okay, and the goal is not to necessarily touch the back heel. You can keep going.
And I go this way.
Okay, just get that rotation. And again, from the hips down, nothing should move. Okay, but everything up should. So we want good rotation through this. And again, slow. Take your time. There's no rush with any of this. Okay, you can do 2 on each side. You can do 3 on each side. You can do 30 seconds worth of this. You can do 40 seconds worth of this. Okay, or until your hips just lock up, and it tells you no.
Whichever comes
so
first.
we really like that progression. Just a static hold into the flexion extension, and then into rotation. Okay, friends, taking her shoulders. Okay, so Ava's going to do here. She's just going to kneel on all fours. Okay, we're going to do some scaf depressions. So she's going to squeeze her shoulder blades together and push them apart. Squeeze her shoulder blades together. Push them apart. Now, a little different than cat-cow, okay? We're not looking for cat-cow because I'm not looking for the low back to overly flex and extend. I'm really just looking at shoulders right here, okay? Pulling those shoulder blades together, push them apart, okay? This shouldn't be hard. This is we're just getting the shoulder moving, okay? Forward and backwards. Once she gets really good at that, again, you can do 30 reps of that, 40 reps of that, 2 minutes worth of that, okay? Ava's gonna get up into a push-up position and do the same thing. Scaf depression, pull her shoulder blades together, and push them apart, and shoulder blades together, and push them apart. And again, if you notice, her low back isn't moving. Like she is locked down, squeezing the glutes, squeezing the tummy, staying locked in with that whole thing. Okay, being smart, being safe with this whole thing. Now, once she gets good, you can rest for a second. Let's work in some push-ups. Now, sadly, push-ups are sometimes hard. Until you get them, and then once you get them, you're good. But one of our favorite things to get people, and even if you're good at push-ups, we love eccentric push-ups. So Ava will have you face the same way, doing the same thing. We'll get her up into that push-up position, and we'll just have a slow 5-second count going down, and going down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Squeeze your butt, pressing up. Fantastic. Elbows are staying nice and tight to the body, going down. 5, 4. Elbows nice and tight to the body. Looks fantastic. 2, 1. Squeeze your butt, pressing up. If you know she's doing she's got a little worm coming up, but she's doing a pretty good job of staying pretty stinking neutral. Let's do one more. And going down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Squeeze your butt and press on up. And again, depending on what kind of athlete you are, Ava plays a little, you can rest, nicely done. She plays a little volleyball, okay? Depending on your position, can be very stressful on the shoulders. This can just be a time under tension thing, okay? You don't have to do 100 push-ups. You can do 10 really good eccentric push-ups, and you'll feel that tomorrow. So take care of those shoulders. Awesome, guys. Some full body, really stability, top to bottom. One of the simplest, primalist things that we can possibly do, bear crawl, okay? So Ava's gonna face, let's go that wall, there we go. Get on all fours, 90 degrees in the knees, okay? Hands right underneath her shoulders. Her knees are just gonna come up 2 inches off the ground, okay? Head nice and neutral. She's going to take little bitty steps going forward, opposite arm, opposite leg. Opposite arm, opposite leg. So it's never all the left and then all the right. Little bitty steps. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Takes a few steps forward, takes a few steps backwards. Stuff you can do in your living room, in your basement, in your kitchen, okay? And we're not looking to cover a lot of ground. That's not the goal. The goal is keep this back nice and neutral, nice and safe. You lock this down. Again, 20 seconds, 30 seconds, a minute. It's not easy. Can I say that?
No, it's not.
It's not easy. We'll rest. Nicely done. We'll go lateral. Okay? So we'll have Ava face the camera. Okay? Same idea. Opposite arm, opposite leg, going to her right and then left. Okay? So she'll take a few steps going one way. Opposite arm, opposite leg. You have to think about it. Because it's not this. It's. No, I can't. Watch her, not me. There we go. Okay? But opposite arm, opposite leg, keeping the low back nice and safe, nice and neutral. Okay? And again, it's just a few steps one way, a few steps the other way. The goal is not distance, okay? You're not looking to travel really, really far. You keep moving on me. There we go. The goal is not distance. It's because you were working out. The goal is not distance here. Your goal is time under tension. So 20 seconds, 30 seconds, a minute of just going back and forth, keeping that low back nice and safe, keeping that neck nice and neutral. So really, you're just staring at the ground the whole time. Don't look up. Really keep that spine neutral. Awesome, guys. Flipping around. Again, taking care of the shoulders, taking care of the low back a little bit. A standard crab hold, okay? So Ava's just going to drive her hips as high as she can. She's going to feel a nice little stretch, okay, in the front of that shoulder. Don't make this painful. So get those hips up as high as you can. If you can't get up as high as she can, now this is fantastic. Now, don't go too far, but there's a straight line running from her shoulder through her knee. Like you can see how straight a line that is. Her head is nice and neutral. Now, if you get really good at this, you can hold it for 20 seconds, 30 seconds, 40 seconds, etc., okay? Take away a foot. So she can just extend out a foot, keep that same hip position, okay, which is fantastic, and just hold that. Again, 10 seconds, 20 seconds, slowly build up. She can put that foot down, pick up the other foot, okay? Again, squeezing. Glutes are on fire at this point. Tummy's on fire at this point. Shoulders are getting a nice stretch while being stable in the same press. So it's all good stuff. We'll rest for a second. Once you get good at that, because we always, nothing in sport happens, in a straight line. We're always, moving and twisting and turning, okay? Ava's going to come on up, and she's going to take her right arm and reach it diagonally. Woo! Get a nice big stretch, come back down, and then take the other arm and reach it diagonally and come back down. So that whatever arm ends up being planted, okay, really has to support the body through that twisting motion that's going on. Boop. We'll do one more. So put all these together. Again, time under tension. It's not for reps. I don't care if you do 20 or 80. It doesn't really matter. But more time under tension. Hold that and work through that motion for 20 seconds, then 30 seconds. Slowly build on that. Take care of the shoulders. Take care of the hips. Take care of the low back.